See, because Pilate was a real person. He's not a mythical figure. He's an actual historical person, and the Bible is not a book of myths. People like to kind of discard all the religious text. It's myth, it's fairy tales, it's fables, it's just some stories. No, it is historical events. The Bible is a book of history. It's one of the reasons why we include in the creed the mention of Pilate, just to give you a little bit of a taste of how we know this history. Here's a few historians, none of them Christian, none of them friendly to the faith. Atheist historian Gerd Ludemann says that Jesus' death as a consequence of crucifixion is indisputable. A Jewish historian, Paula Fredrickson, says that the single most solid fact about Jesus' life is his death, that he was executed by the Roman prefect Pontius Pilate on or around Passover in the manner that Rome reserved, particularly for political insurrectionists, namely crucifixion. And then skeptic New Testament scholar Bart Ehrman says that the crucifixion of Jesus is one of the most well-evidenced facts in history. This is not just some story. It's not a myth. It's not a fable. These are real events. And actually, one of the more currently popular kind of arguments for Christianity is made popular by a scholar named Gary Habermas, is what's called the minimal facts argument. You may not, I don't know if you remember by that name, but I've taught it here before, where you take some basic historical facts that all historians will agree with. Christian, atheist, Jewish, Hindu, doesn't matter. They will all agree these historical facts. That Jesus was crucified, fact. That Jesus was buried, fact. That the tomb was later found empty, fact. And that there are sincere reports of appearances by both his followers and skeptics. Those are facts. How do you explain those facts? The only rational, reasonable explanation is that he actually rose from the dead as a historical fact.
That little church on Liberty Hill, come praise the Lord, let your cup be filled. Raise your voices and we'll sing, let God's freedom ring from that little church on Liberty Hill.